Okay, Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah, God bless you all. I pray that you will have an amazing year this year. Yeah, even though circumstances are not as we hoped it to be, but I still believe that definitely the Lord has amazing blessings for you in this year, 2021. If it comes to our lessons, we're practically going to do the same thing as we did last semester. So you're going to have 2 units. Yeah. We're going to do unit 3 and 4. And for next school year, we're going to continue the same book. That is also the reason why you're not going to buy a new book. Okay. Because of this COVID season, we only got to finish half the book. And it's such a waste to get a new book and just leave half, right? So we are going to just continue the next semester again, the next school year with the same book. Okay, so our pace is still going to be the same for the next school year when you are in grade 12. So this semester only 2 units means also only 2 essays. You're supposed to have 4 units and 4 essays in one semester. So you only do 2. That is not that much. The homework that I prepared for you is more than half from what it's supposed to be. Yeah, because of this COVID season, I cut your homework by 50%. Okay, and the material by 50%. So if you still feel it's too much, then maybe if you need help, you can contact me. I'd love to help you in how to plan your work. Okay, because basically you guys have more time. You're not in school until 3 or 4 or 5 with extracurriculars. So you basically have more time. Maybe you need help with planning. Please reach out to anyone you feel comfortable with, either that is our counselor or maybe your homeroom teacher, or I don't know, it doesn't matter who, but reach out to someone who can help you to organize your work. Okay, I saw for English there were a lot of students in grade 11 who hadn't finished their homework, and when I looked at the grading, it went down. Most of your grades went down. And that's sad because I know you're smart, okay? You can do this. And my grading is very understandable towards you. So I'm teaching you ESL, but I'm not grading you fully ESL. So basically by doing your homework on time, you will be definitely tuntas. Definitely, you know, but it's because a lot give their journal and their log so late, and then it cuts so many points. If it comes to your post tests or your what is that ebook activities, even those, when you do those, you give them late, I do not deduct points, log. I didn't. And even for your post test and your activities, the lowest score you get is 75. So basically, by just doing your work, especially the journal and log on time, there will be no problem. But a lot didn't do that. A lot missed out. So I've been thinking, what is an easier way for me to help you? How can I help you to make it easier to understand? Because you need to understand that my perspective as a teacher might not always be like yours as a student, right? And well, I have a quite Western mindset. So what seems to be normal to me from my background, not necessarily is a custom for you. So I really try very hard. I ask even my kids, like, if I do this, would you understand? Would it be difficult? But then my kids have a Western mindset as well. So that didn't really help. And then sometimes I ask, Miss Nisma, if I do it this way, would our students get it or not? And then I found out that maybe my links are a bit confusing to you. I don't know, see, because nobody said anything, but I assume because I gave you, for unit 2, I gave you 4 links, and each link has like so many tabs, right? It goes like 1 tab per activity, and it might be, it's a lot to click, okay? And I don't know if that is a problem for you, but I'm gonna try to do it different this time. Maybe it will help you out. Let me show you that instead of giving you 2 links with each having so many tabs, okay, this is not the one I wanted to show you, but that's okay. Let me see. I'm gonna give you 1 link with 4 tabs only, but it kind of records all your grades. So I just take here, this is the IPA 1 as an example. Yeah, here you can see that the first tab here is listening. So listening 1, listening 2, remember, yeah, in your keystone for every unit you have for listening and speaking, listening 1, listening 2, and then speaking, right? And then for reading and writing, reading 1, reading 2, and writing. So here you see listening 1, listening 2. So you already know that these activities fall under listening 1, video, critical thinking, listening practice, vocabulary practice, and post-test 1. Yeah, and this is unit test. So you already see this, and that goes for unit 1, for unit 2. So in this case, my unit is written wrong. I realize now this should be unit 3 and then unit 4, right? Yeah, so much administration, I make mistakes as well. Ha. Okay, and then we have, apparently I didn't do it with any. Here we have the reading of the speaking. So I blocked it, yeah, listening, speaking, and then the 3rd tab is reading, and then the 4th is writing, and then we've got literature. So in this case, in speaking, we have speaking practice, grammar 1, grammar 2, vocab review 1, vocab review 2, post-test 1, post-test 2, log, speaking test. So I will place all these grades of yours in here, and you can check from here whether you are tuntas or not. I will put in the average, so you will see, this is like LO1, ya, LO2. Jadi learning outcome 1, learning outcome 2. Jadi kamu tahu itu per learning outcome dapatnya berapa. Dan nanti kalau udah selesai rata-ratanya nanti akan muncul di sini, saya kasih juga. Jadi kalian udah tahu sendiri. Oke? Okay? Tapi perbedaan adalah ini. The links that I sent last time, ya, it shows when you have done your work. Jadi kalau kamu sudah bikin tugasnya, dia akan muncul namanya. Di sini tidak akan, okay? This format will not be automatically updated, okay? Jadi format ini saya harus update terus, ya. Jadi ini tidak otomatis. Kalau yang kemarin saya kasih itu update sendiri, bisa lihat namanya. Cuman kalian itu pada awal bulan gampang, tapi kalau udah pertengahan semester, wow, yang dibuka sama kalian banyak banget gitu loh. Jadi saya mau lakukan ini untuk mempermudahkan. Kalau misalnya kalian tetap mau memiliki link yang lain, boleh aja saya akan share, kasih tahu aja. So this is reading 1, reading 2. Yeah. And then for unit 4, the same. And then we have writing. Yeah. Focus on writing. So grammar 1, 2, vocab review 1, 2, post-test 1, 2, unit test, journal. And then the same goes here. And then, oops, we have, now literature, that one is new. I haven't written in here yet what the activity is. That is more consisting out of quiz, and then at the end you have a project. So it's basically just going to be like quiz 1, and then you have, I think, I have to remember how many you have. You have several. So I will place this in here, quiz, and then your final project is your literary analysis. Okay? So this is basically what we're going to use, if you're okay with that. So that will mean you only have 1 link, and that's for 1 semester. So then you can really see. If you haven't done your work yet, I'll make it yellow so you know. If, for example, it is not yet updated, tolong sabar ya. Because itu perlu saya update setiap minggu dan nggak bisa setiap hari. Saya punya 11 kelas. Jadi 11 kelas saya harus update all the time. Sedangkan di link yang satunya, dia nama muncul sendiri. Nah, ini saya berusaha bantu kalian supaya kalian tidak perlu buka banyak. Gitu loh. Kalau tetap mau memiliki link yang satunya, kalau mau, saya tetap akan kasih aja. Saya tetap akan kirim, ya, supaya kalian tetap bisa cek bagi yang suka cek. Karena kan ada siswa yang suka cek, itu loh. Saya tetap akan kasih. Cuman yang paling gampang dilihat ya yang tadi saya tunjuk. Oke? Okay, that's why we're gonna just get some information today, and then we really hit off with the book starting next week, basically. As you saw already, we're gonna have literature this semester, which was supposed to be already last semester, but yeah, things went a little bit different. So because of this COVID season, we didn't give literature last semester, still not knowing how things were going. But since we know that this semester is still going to be online, we included literature. And you're going to have quite a heavy book, though, to read. Not as thin either. It's still an ESL reader, so it's not as thick as you might think. You all have to get the book. I don't know if it's already been given, but your Wali will give a schedule for you to pick it up. This book is called Wuthering Heights. As you can see here, Wuthering Heights is a very famous story. It's a classic, and basically in most international schools or curriculums, whether first language or second language, you will be reading Wuthering Heights. Because it's such, it's a good story. Not necessarily what you like, but it is very good in linguistics. Now, as you can see here, there is the link. Click here. If you would just click this link, it brings you to SparkNotes. And SparkNotes is the place you want to be if you're going to want to have any information on any literature. So most students, if it comes to literature, access SparkNotes. And in the link that I have given you, it gives you everything. From summary to, well, the whole thing, basically. Let's see if we can open it straight away. It's cool because you kind of go through this. Now, here you go, SparkNotes. You can access any book, basically, here. Now, what is cool about it is that it already gives you all the information. But remember, you're reading an adjusted book. This is not the original book, okay? The original book is way thicker. So you have the complete story in this book, only a bit shorter version. Okay, this is not as thick. So you need to remember that. So if you access chapters in SparkNotes, these are the chapters from the original book. Okay, so mind that. But you can go over the plot overview, you can go over the summary and analysis. This is a summary of the whole book, so you could just read through that. Then you already get an idea of the book. Here it shows the character list. It shares about what the characters are like. It shares the themes of the book, the motives, the symbols, the key facts. It gives you quotes. And then we have further study. So basically, going through this link to this site, as you can see here, you can just go to further study or writing or whatever. It gives you basically all the information you kind of need to know for you to be able to get this book. And I do think that for some of you, it will be not too hard to read and to understand. Some of you, it will be, yeah, okay, a bit hard. And for some of you, it will be difficult. So you might heavily want to rely on links like SparkNotes. Now, maybe you can also find the summary in bahasa Indonesia. Ya, coba cari itu Wuthering Heights, mungkin ada link di mana kamu bisa dapat ringkasannya dalam bahasa Indonesia untuk lebih memahami. That is totally fine. That is no problem. Okay? Cool. So you can also just in Spark Notes put something in, like if you have a difficulty of something and then it pops up, you know. So that's really cool. So here you have the link to that. Now, basically, as you can see here, we are pacing, we're taking 2 months, 8 weeks for one unit. Means that that's super long, okay? Normally it should be 3 weeks and 1 week testing, 4 weeks. And now we're pacing 2 months. So you have quite some time. Jadi, tolong, kalau bisa tolong mengikuti jadwal yang Miss Sylvie sudah buat. Ya, ini kan sudah per minggu. Tinggal diikutin aja, aman dah, sudah nggak pusing gitu. Nah, aku mau menjelaskan ini sebentar. Saya pakai bahasa Indonesia biar semua paham. Bahasa Indonesia saya kurang bagus, tapi sudahlah. Jadi gini, kalian ini seharusnya dapat bahasa Inggris 5 jam pelajaran. 5 jam pelajaran itu 5 kali 40 kan? Ya, 5 kali 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Sekarang kalian dapat 2 jam clock hour, 120 menit, 60, 60. Jadi kalau saya boleh menghitung 5 pertemuan jam pelajaran itu sama dengan 3 jam dan 20 menit. Oke? Jadi sebenarnya yang kalian dapat bahasa Inggris per minggu adalah 3 jam 20 menit. Oke? Nah, sekarang di Zoom semester ini kalian akan dapat 2 jam. Jadi masih tersisa 1 jam 20 menit. Benar kan? Nah, kalau di 1 jam 20 menit, ya kalau kita semua bikin Zoom, wow, Miss Sylvie terlalu banyak Zoom kali dan kalian juga ya. So, sisanya 1 jam 20 menit itu digunakan setengahnya, misalnya 1 jam kalian menggunakan untuk pre-study. Dan untuk pre-study, dan 1 jam 20 menit digunakan untuk post-study. Oke, kalian udah tahu ada pre-study, study, post-study. Pre-study itu pasti nonton video dan sekaligus mengerjakan activity di textbook. Itu persiapan, itu self-study. Pas itu misalnya 1 jam aja ya per minggu. Dan pada saat Zoom meeting kita itu review, entah ada post-test, ada apa ya. Dan post-study itu dialokasikan lagi 1 jam dan 20 menit. Ya, dan post-study itu biasanya mengerjakan e-book. Then as long as I know, per week, you don't need 1 hour and 20 minutes for your e-book activity. Itu nggak begitu banyak, itu lumayan sedikit. Jadi sebenarnya kalau kalian mengalokasikan 1 jam pre-study, ya, kan dapat tersisa, oh nih, saya salah hitungnya, kalau semua 3 jam 20, 2 jam, 1 jam 20 tersisakan. Jadi misalnya 40 menit untuk pre-study, 40 menit untuk post-study, pas dah. Then you have 5 periods, sama dengan 3 jam 20 menit. Jadi pre-study, yaitu nonton video dan kerjakan textbook, plus post-study, yaitu mengerjakan e-book activity, itu bukan homework. Tidak, ya, itu masih termasuk dengan jam pelajaran kalian per minggu. Yang akan jadi PR adalah journal dan log. Itu saja. Oke? Jadi I just want to say so you get it. Now, so if you're looking here, we see English literature, English language, ya. Nah, that's why you have 1 more hour in Zoom for literature. Jadi tolong mengikuti 1 minggu ini. Kenapa 11 sampai 15 itu kan tergantung kalian punya harinya kapan gitu loh ya. Karena ini kan schedule untuk kelas 11 semua. Now, so follow the pre-study, follow the post-study, follow exactly. Now the yellow is your project. Jadi yang kuning proyeknya tolong diikutin gitu loh. Karena itu sudah ada pengaturan gitu loh. Kalau misalnya nggak mau ikutin, it's okay. Tapi jangan datang dengan alasan nggak selesai. Karena kalian punya 2 bulan. Itu gila, itu lama sekali gitu loh. Jadi itu sebenarnya udah cukup. Tapi Miss Sylvie paham, saya paham. Kalian mata pelajaran banyak sekali. Yeah, I understand that. Then a lot of teachers give you so much homework. So chill. I get it. That's why I give you 2 months. But jangan sampai nanti seminggu sebelumnya baru kerjakan. Itulah stres. Ya. So that's why I made a schedule for you. Aku juga bisa sih bilang kumpul setiap minggu kasih tanggal, kasih tanggal, kasih tanggal bisa. Cuma saya mau kalian belajar persiapan untuk kuliah, pelan-pelan belajar. Yeah, in university, no one helps you. So you have to be able to do it yourself. So I give you the schedule so you know what we will be doing this week, but also it helps you to prep yourself, okay? Jadi udah tahu. That means that this week you will have to do brainstorming for your log and your journal, okay, for your speaking project and for your writing project. Okay, now literature we will have on Friday, yeah? So we will start that off on Friday. So it's important to pay attention to that. Now here it says your pre-study. This is your pre-study for next week's literature class. You have to do a quiz. Nah, quiznya ini saya belum kasih kan. Jadi saya masih harus kasih ya. I will upload that quiz hopefully today. Yeah, I will give you the quiz today. I will try to give it to you today. So you can work in it, because in your Wuthering Heights you have activities to do before you read, activities while you read, activities when you're done reading. So there's like, for each there are like 5 parts, and for each part there are 3. So it's like only a few questions, but it's before you read, while you're reading, and after. So that's why I arranged it this way. Now, so you would have to read chapters 1 and 4. If, for example, you guys haven't gotten your book yet, then please go over the link in Spark Notes to figure out at least the summary, and what in the summary of, let's say, just take chapters 1 and 2 of the 4 of the real book. It's fine, just as you know what it is about. And then, if you're looking here. Okay, that brings us to when Unit 3 is done. That would be the first week of March. So for Unit 3, that will be on Wednesday, the 3rd of March for you guys. That means that then all the ebook activities for listening and speaking, reading, and writing have to be done. And your log and journal have to be uploaded. I see here that I forgot to put in the speaking test information. Loading is real. I'm learning patience. For the class secretary, please help me out to note down who's absent today. If you also know who is late, please do so too, yeah? Okay, let me... Guys, if you have questions, just let me know, yeah? Don't stay quiet and then you don't understand. Oh, this goes too far. Oh no. Stay. Yo. Oh, I did put it in. I just put it in the wrong spot. Okay, I realized that now. That's funny. Okay, yeah. So for your speaking test, what you're gonna do, this is your speaking project, right? Your log, and then your actual project is a role playing meeting about sleep deprivation. So we're gonna talk about sleep deprivation. I think really the topic is really interesting. I find it interesting. I hope it's interesting to you. Anyways, that's what you're going to do. So the emphasis lie on a role play, and for your writing, the emphasis lie on an opinion essay. So you're going to write an opinion essay expressing opinion on making medical decisions based on genetic testing. For the video that you would have to watch to do the textbook activities, I will upload it today. Yeah, I will upload the video today because I already edited. I just need to upload it. Yeah. So yesterday I made videos and one I clicked wrong. I don't know what went wrong. It got deleted. So I had to redo it. Oh boy, patience is real. Uh, so yeah, you will get the video today and then you can do your pre-study. Yeah. So that means going here, yeah, that you do watch the video listening one and do the activities in textbook listening and speaking. Yeah, listening one, do those activities. I don't put in page numbers, people, because you can figure that one out by yourself. Yeah. And then for literature, the quiz I still need to give you and read chapters 1 to 4. Okay. So with regards to the projects, we're gonna make groups, and I will make groups today for the speaking, so you would know who you are with, and I will share that through WhatsApp. Okay. Please do not come to me and ask me in what group am I. Yeah. If it's already placed in WhatsApp, you just go to the media, or you click the 3 dots and do search and do groups unit 3 or something. It will pop up. Okay. Awesome means. Then we're gonna go to let's go to our textbook. Yeah, if you have your textbook in front of you, you can open it with me. Let's start looking at listening and speaking. Early to bed and early to rise. Okay, you guys see this, yeah? Okay, wait, let me open my book as well. Yeah, early to bed, early to rise. Okay, let's look at this picture. Okay, this is... Yeah. Oh, no, that's too far. Yeah, you see this picture? Okay, there's a picture of someone who's super sleepy, who wakes up in the morning and probably still feels tired. I don't know if you ever feel that when you wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, I'm so tired. You know, like that can happen to all of us. In the video that I made for you, I already discussed these things. So basically in the video, when you watch it, you will know that I want you to be opinionated about this and tell me what you think about these questions in our next Zoom meeting. That means next week. It means that next week you got to tell me what you think of this. Like things like, do you sleep well or are you restless? Do you fall asleep easily? Do you talk in your sleep? Ha, my daughter does. It's funny. You ask her questions, she answers. Yes, something. Do you wake up well rested? Are you sleepy in the morning? Are you an early bird or are you a night owl? Do you have dreams? Do you have nightmares? If you do, ask someone to pray for you. And what works is putting on worship. Yeah, we do not want nightmares. Okay. Now, an old proverb about sleep says, "Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise." Now, what does that mean? And do you agree with it? Or is that just crap? What are some effects of sleep loss and who is most affected by lack of sleep? Okay, so these are 3 points I want you to think about. And then in our next Zoom meeting, I'm gonna ask you, and I really want you to be opinionated. Jadi, tolong pada saat Zoom meeting harus menjawab. Ya, kalau nggak menjawab, ya udah saya catat kalian sebagai absen, tidak hadir ya. Jadi kalau kalian punya nama di sini, kelihatan namanya, itu bagi saya bukan present, oke? Okay? Bagi saya tahu kalian present kalau kalian interaktif dan menjawab. Yeah, that's a part of speaking, and your interaction during class is a part of speaking. So if you do not do that, then you will be noted as absent. Then I will report it as absent. Okay. Now, so please think of this. That is for next week. What we're going to do right now is we're going to straight away go to our project to try understand really what it is that we're going to do. I would like you to go to page 74. Give me 1 sec. I would like to close something. So we have, it's a bit lagging. Okay. Go back here. Okay, so what I wanted to do is go to page 74. Yeah. Here we are. Yay. Okay, final speaking task. In this activity, you will role play a meeting about sleep deprivation between hospital administrators, medical interns, and members of a patient rights group. Yeah, so you are going to role play. Yeah, you will study a situation. You can study any, it doesn't have to be this one, but it can be any. And then try to resolve some problems through discussion. The situation is based on real cases. So you're going to discuss a situation. The situation that you choose must be based on a real case that has happened or is ongoing at hospitals, and try to use the vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and listening and speaking skills that you've learned definitely in Unit 3. Yeah, so you're going to pick a problem or a study situation at any hospital, fine with me, that needs a solution to a particular problem. Yeah, and it must be based on a real case. Jadi itu yang beneran, masalah yang beneran ada. And it's actually very interesting to do that now because during COVID, hospitals have a lot of problems in how to operate, right? First off, I don't think we were ready for COVID. And second, it is so hard to treat since it is so contagious, right? So this is an interesting thing. You can take your focus on Indonesia, or you want to talk about COVID overall globally, or are hospitals, medical services ready or not, what the problem is then, or you want to focus on another country, that's fine. That's up to you. If you doubt about your topic, consult with me. Ask me, Miss Sylvie, is this a good topic or not? Before you continue, I will look over it and then tell you. And if it's not right, you can still fix it. So that would be smart, right? Okay, so the first step is read the situation, then divide. So I will divide it into groups. I will give you the groups. Each group will study one of the roles to prepare for a meeting to establish hospital policies on how long medical personnel can work until rest is required. Now, this is a different situation. I'm going to allow you to choose the situation that you want to talk about. Here they have only one situation put in. A situation here 2 weeks ago, 10-year-old boy was admitted to a private hospital. This is one situation, but you could basically come up with another problem. Yeah, I was just checking that one out. But you can basically just come up with another topic. If you want to take this one here in the book, it's totally fine to do so. But if you, for example, say, I have another topic that seems more interesting to our group, just cross check it with me, and that's totally fine with me. So you have the roles, in this case, hospital, interns. Yeah, interns are people who internship is like when you do your practical work experience, and then you have patients, right? So the roles you have to divide and clarify the viewpoint. Yeah. So for example, what it is that you really want to talk about, and then divide the groups. Everybody gets a part. So you're basically role playing uh, a role either as a hospital administrator or an intern or a worker or a doctor, a nurse, or a patient, whatever roles you want to assign according to the issue. Yeah, depends a little bit on what issue you're taking. Okay. So that is basically, and how you want to really follow that through, that's up to you. I give you more liberty in this because if we look at this one, it's already a set situation, but I allow you to find another situation. If you say like, I don't wanna, aku mau ikutin buku aja, boleh banget. Tapi kalau kalian misalnya mau topik berbeda juga boleh. Saya memberikan kebebasan. Yang penting, make sure that you all have your own role and that you role play. Basically, what it says, you're role playing a meeting. So keep that in mind, yeah? Oops, too far. As you see here, you are role playing a meeting, and the topic is sleep deprivation. Yeah. So we do focus role playing a meeting, so it must be a meeting. This case, it's about sleep deprivation between hospital administrators, medical interns, and members of patients' rights groups. But you can take a different topic as long as you role play a meeting. Role play a meeting which has a problem at a hospital. Okay. Yeah. So role play a meeting regarding a difficulty or a situation at a hospital. If you want to take sleep deprivation, fine. You want to take something else, more in regards or to COVID, fine. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah. About the really practicalities, as in the regulations and all that, the descriptors, as in how long it should take, and blah 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 blah. I will write it down in your ebook, and also I will write it down the descriptors in Moodle in the announcements. Remember that you do not upload anything. The Moodle. Everything with Miss Sylvie is done through Google Forms. Okay, so the only thing you do to go to Moodle is to download or to get stuff, and you can look at Moodle to see the announcements of what is coming up next and when it needs to be submitted. But basically, in your Unit 3 schedule, it's there as well. Okay, and of course, for the journal and the log for the speaking and writing projects in Moodle, the announcement, it will give all the criteria. But that will also be in your ebook. So you have two places to look at it. Be active in opening your ebook as well, yeah? And active in opening your Moodle. Okay, that brings me to the other one. That is reading and writing, making decisions. Making medical decisions, that is all what this unit is kind of about, right? Page 63, yeah? And as we are looking here, we see somebody who's in a lab, yeah? This person is probably not using this because it's COVID, but just because this person works in a laboratory. So, yeah. Making medical decisions, we are really focusing on medicine and maybe also more on what are some of the things that need to be done according to the practice of medicine. So what role can genes play in medicine? Do you think medical treatment could be more effective if doctors had genetic information about their patients? And number three, genetic testing is now available very cheaply. Would you want to be tested to find out if you have the gene of a certain disease, if there were no cure for the disease? So you could kind of do that. I think it would make me scared. Think about these 3 points in the video that I will upload for reading 1. You will see that I will encourage you to think about this. And then next week, in the week after, in our Zoom meeting, when we get to reading 1, I would want you to respond to this as well. So this is important because this is basically building the background to the theme and topic of this unit. And it's kind of makes you dig into it and try to understand what you know about it, what you would want to know about it, and what you think about it. Remember, the reasoning is an important part for your critical analysis, yeah? Okay, let's quickly go to page 83 for our project. So for our writing project, we're going to do an opinion paragraph. In this unit, you have read about genetic testing. Genetic testing can be ordered and interpreted by medical professionals. It can also be done at home by sending saliva samples to private companies. In these cases, there is often no consultation or interpretation offered. Now, you're going to write a 4-paragraph opinion essay expressing your opinion on making medical decisions based on genetic testing. So it's going to be 4 paragraphs, okay? Introduction, body 1, body 2, conclusion. Use the vocab and grammar from unit 3. Again, opinion essay means it's about your opinion on, and what is the topic? Making medical decisions based on genetic testing. So it's about genetic testing and decisions that are made based on it. So you gotta research on it. Now, in your pre-writing, here you see tree mapping. This is a kind of mapping. You can have a mind map, like a WAP, that's like those, you know, those clouds go around. But you can also have tree mapping, where it kind of looks like a tree in a way, goes down. Doesn't really look like a tree. I think you need a lot of imagination for that. Okay, tree mapping helps you organize ideas and a topic. The topic is written on the top line, like here. And your ideas are written in branches leading from the topic goes down. Yeah, so you can include reasons and evidence on the smaller branches, or like the sources that you've gotten, you know, when you do your research. So complete the tree map, then discuss your tree map with a partner, with a peer, with a friend, you know, or if you need any input from me, you can always also contact me. So reasons to agree or disagree with using genetic testing to make medical decisions. This is your topic. Now, agree or disagree. So that's basically the whole idea. If you agree, for example, knowledge is power, what is it you will talk about? If you disagree, other risk factors, psychological effects, misinterpretations, and then the other ideas that come down. So use this for your brainstorm, okay? This will be your brainstorm. So you're going to express your opinion on making medical decisions with regard to genetic testing. You can say like straight away what you think about it. You can say whether you agree with it or disagree with it. Maybe you agree and you disagree with it. That's totally fine. As long as you're clear in your explanation. Now, then after you've done the brainstorming, you will do your outline. Make sure your outline is according to your essay, yes, people. Banyak sekali lo outline-nya, hanya 3 paragraf, essay-nya 4. Itu langsung dipotong 10 point loh. Kayak kalau outline itu 4, essay 4. Kalau outline 5, ya essay 5. Kalau outline-nya 3, ya essay-nya 3. Yeah? So make sure you have that correct. And please read the editing I do for your essay. I always write everything down. You should read that. Yeah? An essay is a group of paragraphs about one topic. Okay, this explains it. We'll go through this during our lesson. Not now. Let me see. That brings me to this page here. So you have your pre-writing, brainstorming, brainstorm, research, outline, edit your outline, write. When you write, when you're done, when you write, follow your outline. When you're done writing, edit. Okay? And then check this. Make sure this is in it. Yeah? Make sure you have used the past and real conditional. You have used the vocabulary from the unit. Check this. It's your checklist that has to be in your essay. Okay? Any questions so far? We're almost done. Okay, that's for the speaking project and the writing project. Is there anyone who wants to ask? No? Okay, if you look at the unit schedule here, you can see that there is the click here. This is actually a simple opinion essay idea that you can look at for information, and I place that inside the unit schedule. I will also place that in your ebook, okay? So I'm not going to upload all the PPTs or Google Slides on Moodle. I'm just going to insert them in the unit schedule and the ebook, and you can just look from there and click straight away. That is easy. So the one that I placed in is this one. So this is a very simple information, but just giving you an idea of what an opinion essay is, yeah? So basically an opinion essay, you have an opinion means you agree or you don't, right? You say what you think about something. So you write an opinion essay to say what we think about a subject. We only give our opinion, not other points of view. So it's not about other people's points of view. It's about yours. Your whole essay focuses around yours. So in your thesis statement will be your opinion. Okay? If it's going to be multiple perspectives, that's a discussion. That is different. Now the structure, introduction, explain the statement. So you give a hook, attention grabber, then you give your overview, which is your background information, and that is explaining the statement. And then in the thesis statement, you will give your opinion. Okay? Then in the next two paragraphs, you write two body paragraphs, you give reasons for that opinion. I will give you the outline, don't worry. Then in the last paragraph, which is your conclusion, you summarize your opinion and you give a takeaway, a recommendation and a takeaway, okay? Introduce each paragraph with a topic sentence, outline the main ideas with main points and details. Remember to include your PL, PEE, and PEEL, point, explanation, example, and linking it back. Yeah, so give simple facts, examples. That's another point. Yeah, as well, give specific reasons. Do not write about advantages and disadvantages or points for or against. We're not doing that because that is a different type of essay. You're just stating what you think, and then you give reasons for what you think. Okay. Now, some useful language if you want to give your opinion. These are things you could use, or when you want to point out facts or refer to other people's ideas, or give a reason and result, or give an addition, or a contrast. Yeah, contrast no, because you're probably not contrasting. And when you want to conclude, here are some ideas. And this is a part of an example. So this is basically what, if you're a bit confused about what an opinion essay is, you could look at that. Remember, there are 4 paragraphs. I will write the outline as an in the instruction on Moodle, so you will know how to outline it exactly. That's why I always look at the descriptions. Any questions? No? Then I think I've said enough. I said a whole lot already. Thank you for paying attention to all this today. And remember that our next Zoom meeting will be more interactive. So I'll be waiting for your responses. And maybe one of you can be active in helping to annotate. Yeah, or the class secretary, maybe we take turns. The class secretary of IPA 1 and then IPA 2 can take turns to do it. And if the class secretary cannot do it, maybe he or she can ask someone to replace him or her. Okay, so we have any of you students to annotate during our Zoom meeting. Ah, cool beans. Y'all so quiet. All right, then. If there are no questions, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Please semangat. Yeah. Make your life cool by being cool. Okay. You're blessed beyond measure. The Lord is good to you. You have beautiful parents. You're blessed with a family and all the other blessings you have in your life. Please remember to be thankful. Okay. Have a great day, and I'll see you. I'll see you Friday. Literature. Yay. Bye bye. God bless.
Bye.